All right. It's December 6th, 2025, Saturday morning. Okay, it's about 7 o'clock, almost. Anyway, so this story is about, well, a grandmother. And the time zone is around 2023, and still, the story's still going on. But anyway, she's has two children, a boy and a girl, and some grandchildren, another boy and girl, and then that's on the mother. So she has a child. She's a female, and she has two children, a boy and a girl. And then on the other side, she has the boy, and he has one child, which she doesn't have any contact with. And then he's fathering two or three other children with another person. But anyway, that's not the story. The story is about the grandmother and the situations and stuff like that. So she wants a reading. Now, the granddaughter is living with them too. The daughter is living with them, so there's three people in one place. It's very difficult and very stressful for the grandmother. And she needs to know if things are going to change and stuff like that. And I said, yeah. Plus, she needed to grieve about something that she felt guilty for that I didn't realize till I started doing the reading on her. But let's go on with this story. She's a very nice lady. Tried to help her children, doing the best that she can. But people are people. You have issues and problems when you're all living together. In these situations, these things happen. During the reading that I was giving her, I saw that she had two major deaths that affected her big time. Both of them were her brothers, and she was very young at the time, and both of her brothers were very young at the time. And both were violent deaths. One, as I saw, looked like perhaps a suicide with a violent suicide. She's not 100% sure either, but the ghosts at that time, and then the other death was, the other brother was an accident. And she wanted to make it to this brother before he passed away. Now, the idea of the reading sometimes is to show them that, things are not their fault. You can't do anything about what else somebody else has done. It's freedom of will. They're going to do it. You can't really stop someone from doing something. It's going to happen if they're going to do it, because your freedom of will, you'll find another way to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you understand this, but if someone's going to rob a bank or something like that, you stop them from robbing it, they're just going to go on and perhaps rob another one, unless they change their will or they change the way they want to do things. And the same with hurting somebody or hurting themselves or doing something that's not right. It also goes the other way too, doing something that's really good. Like, maybe you're going to do it, maybe you're not going to do it, but you're the one that does it, so it's your will that it does what it does. But I did put all the protection stuff up, because when I do the readings, I brought her to my house to do the reading, and I put all the protection stuff, the silver, the rocks, the coins, the Mother Earth, the candle, the salt, wind, fire, all the elements I had there. They'll all protect me and the person I'm reading while the ghosts are getting upset. Because if you rile them up, they're going to attack. And when the lady started crying about thinking of the guilt that she perceived was her fault, or she thought that she could have did something, was wrong, but she needed to cry, and she commenced to be crying, and the ghosts came and they started giving me information, but also tried to attack. But in this situation where I have them circled in silver and all the other elements that I have, they cannot escape. They came with the individual that felt guilty, and that person has a direct connection with them. So their whole life, the person's going to live with the ideas of these situations. But it's going to be a little bit easier for her now, knowing 100% that it was not her fault in any way, shape, or form. No matter judgment or no judgment or anything, this was not her fault. And she had to see that. And then there was some good news coming up for her that I saw, that she was going to inherit or win or some type of windfall of some sort, or a lawsuit, or something is going to happen for her to get $40,000 approximately. I saw 4 zeros, and I just assumed that that's the amount, and it's a biblical number. And God usually prefers me to use that when it comes to wealth, like the 40 days his son spent in the desert, which I think is the Son of God. Again, it's religious and stuff like that. I don't mean to push any of that on anybody. You do what you do. But still, the idea that there is a silver lining on that. Now, she has not inherited or gotten this yet, but it's still going to happen. And that was in 2023. And now it's 2025. I'm still in contact with these people. That's why we're doing these really close to 2025, because it still hasn't happened yet. And when it does happen, I will do a recap and tell you that the person did get the wealth. Because I like it when people do that. And the living situation was the reading I did before on the daughter, which lives with the mother and the granddaughter. And I told her she would also find living accommodations. Perhaps the wealth from the grandmother helps with the two children, the granddaughter and the daughter living at home. And that's what I'm hoping, because I want everybody to be as happy as they possibly can. And don't forget, happiness is a fleeting moment. And when it comes, hold on to it for as long as you can. All right, that's my story for today. I only hope the best for people. I try my best to do what I can to do readings and help them in any way I can. Okay, Birdy signing out. Bye.